occupancy board, and it is those residents that are shaping what we do with council house services. They are holding officers to account. There is a housing assurance board that is held bi-monthly, where those tenants come and tell the council officers what is working well and what isn't. So, you know, is Les here? Does anybody know? I can't see him. Every time he's handed with you, say, I know he's invited. But, you know, that's the sort of stuff that means it's a little bit like the minister was saying, you know, people telling us what they want to see happening, not the other way around. And then one more thing which has happened very recently, and I just want to give a huge shout out to, and that's got two really wonderful people in the audience here, Julia and Marion. And I know they'll be embarrassed, Marion's already putting her head down, but they are leading the Pride in Place work in New Addington. And I can say from my perspective how fortunate we are to have the people in New Addington who are absolutely smashing it in terms of knowing what they want to do with their community, galvanising the people to work together to make that happen. And I think hopefully you would say, we're not telling you what to do at all, are we?
No.
We are
Other way round.
Absolutely.
Always.
And what we're doing is, you know, we've helped to get started, but we're absolutely standing back, recognising you know your community far better than we do, you know what you want to achieve, and I have absolute faith that you will do that because you've got track record after track record of knowing your people so well. So running slightly behind is the West Croydon equivalent. We are helping the community there to set up their equivalent of New Addington, and I'm sure that Croydon will be on the map for doing two fantastic pieces of work really, really well over the next couple of years. And we can be an exemplar. We've shown, and the minister said, you know, we're back, Croydon, aren't we? We're back doing what we do best. And then there's just one more thing I think as the council that we need to lead on, and that's to start to talk about Croydon the place and the great things that happen in a much more positive way than it has been happening for the last few years. Brand Croydon needs to change, and I think when you look at the things that people want to hear about a place, those things are really improving. So our safety stats have much improved. Anthony, you've done so much work with the youth groups in community safety. The stats are better, aren't they? People, you know, it takes a while for people to believe that, but the facts are better. Our health service, we have one of the best hospitals in the country in performing for elective surgeries and for urgent and emergency care. These are the things that matter to people. We have good schools in Croydon. We are envied for our transport and infrastructure. So we've got so much to work on and to build on. And with the people working together in the way that we've all stood up here and expressed, I think it's going to be great. We get Croydon back on the map and we do things in a way that you want us to. So thank you very much, everybody.